What if I told you that one of the biggest companies on Earth, the one behind Windows, Xbox, and even the AI shaping our future, started with two curious teenagers and a wild idea? Before Microsoft became a trillion-dollar empire, it was just Bill Gates and Paul Allen, two friends who believed they could change the world through code. But this isn't just another tech success story. It's a tale of bold gambles, near disasters, fierce rivals, and world-changing innovation. Stick around to find out how Microsoft almost collapsed, how it rose again, and how it continues to shape the future of technology. Let's rewind to 1968. In Seattle, a private school called Lakeside introduced students to a computer terminal, a huge deal at the time. Among those students were Bill Gates and Paul Allen. They were instantly hooked. They spent nights programming, learning, and yes, sometimes hacking the system to get extra computer time. They got caught, but instead of punishment, the school hired them to fix bugs. Not bad for a pair of teenage rebels. A few years later, Gates enrolled at Harvard while Allen worked in Boston. Then in 1975, a small computer called the Altair 8800 appeared on the cover of Popular Electronics. Allen rushed to show it to Gates and said, "This is it. The future of personal computing." They contacted the Altair's creators, claiming to have built a programming language for it, even though they hadn't written a single line yet. For the next 8 weeks, they coded nonstop, powered by pizza and caffeine. When Allen finally flew to test it, it worked on the first try. That moment marked the birth of their dream. On April 4, 1975, they officially founded Microsoft in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The name, suggested by Allen, combined microcomputer and software. Their first product, Altair Basic, allowed people to program their own computers, a revolution for the time. The early days were chaotic. The team was small, the budget tiny, and piracy rampant. Gates even wrote an open letter scolding hobbyists for copying software without paying. By 1979, Microsoft had moved back to Seattle and was growing fast. But the real turning point came in 1980, thanks to IBM. IBM was launching its first personal computer and needed an operating system. Gates said Microsoft could provide one, even though they didn't have one ready. They quickly bought an existing system called QDOS, Quick and Dirty Operating System, for just $50,000. They rebranded it as MS-DOS. And here's the genius part. Instead of selling it outright, they licensed it. That meant every time IBM or another company sold a PC, Microsoft got paid. It was one of the smartest business moves in tech history. By the mid-1980s, MS-DOS powered nearly every personal computer in the world. And yes, the first Microsoft logo looked like something out of Tron. Typing commands was powerful but clunky, so Microsoft began working on something more visual: Windows. Windows 1.0 launched in 1985 and wasn't exactly a hit. Critics called it slow and ugly. Apple even sued Microsoft for copying parts of its interface. But Gates believed in it. Version after version, they improved it. And in 1990, Windows 3.0 finally clicked. Then came Windows 95, which changed everything. It had the start menu, the taskbar, and a brand new user experience, all promoted with the Rolling Stones' Start Me Up. People queued outside stores at midnight to buy it. Microsoft was no longer just successful. It was everywhere. During the 90s, Microsoft expanded beyond the operating system. They launched Microsoft Office, bundling Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, a combo that became the business world's new language. They also introduced Internet Explorer, Outlook, and tools that shaped early digital communication. The company went public in 1986, creating 3 billionaires and over 12,000 millionaires overnight. Gates, only 31, became the youngest billionaire ever. But all that success came with a cost. Rivals accused Microsoft of using its dominance to crush competition, and the government took notice. In 1998, the U.S. government filed a massive antitrust lawsuit against Microsoft, claiming it unfairly bundled its browser with Windows to eliminate competitors like Netscape. The case dragged on for years and threatened to split the company in two. For the first time, Microsoft looked vulnerable. Still, Gates remained defiant. "We didn't do anything wrong," he insisted. But the experience humbled the company and led Gates to step back from daily management in 2000, focusing more on innovation and philanthropy. Meanwhile, Microsoft entered the gaming world. The first Xbox, launched in 2001, was a bold bet, competing directly with Sony's PlayStation. Fun fact: the first prototype was literally carved out of aluminum, and the engineers secretly engraved their signatures inside the case. Then came Windows XP, a beloved classic still remembered today. But not everything was smooth sailing. Microsoft stumbled with products like Windows Vista, the Zune music player, and the failed Windows Phone. Vista, launched in 2007, was meant to be the future of Windows, sleek, secure, and cutting-edge. Instead, it became one of Microsoft's biggest headaches. It ran slowly, demanded powerful hardware most people didn't have, and frustrated millions of users. For many, it was the first time upgrading felt like a step backward. Then came the Zune, Microsoft's bold attempt to challenge the iPod. It actually had some cool features, wireless sharing and a slick design, but it arrived too late. Apple's iPod had already captured the world's heart, and the Zune quickly became a punchline in tech history. And if that wasn't enough, there was Windows Phone, a genuinely innovative system that just couldn't win the app war. Even though its live tiles design was praised by critics, developers and users flocked to iOS and Android. By the mid-2010s, Microsoft officially gave up on its mobile dream. For a while, it looked like the company's golden age was over. Once the unstoppable titan of tech, Microsoft was suddenly out of touch, watching others lead the innovation race. Everything changed in 2014 when Satya Nadella became CEO. Instead of fighting everyone, he focused on collaboration, innovation, and the cloud. Under Nadella's leadership, Microsoft transformed from a traditional software giant into a modern tech powerhouse, leaner, smarter, and surprisingly cool again. Satya Nadella didn't just tweak the company's direction. He completely reinvented its DNA. Gone was the Windows-first mentality. In its place came a cloud-first, AI-first vision that set the stage for a new era. With Microsoft Azure, the company went head-to-head with Amazon Web Services and quickly became one of the world's leading cloud platforms, powering everything from small startups to massive global corporations. Then came the acquisitions, LinkedIn, giving Microsoft a strong foothold in social networking and business data. GitHub, cementing its role in the developer community. And Activision Blizzard, expanding its reach into the booming gaming world. And of course, Microsoft made one of its boldest bets ever by investing billions in OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, a move that positioned it right at the heart of the AI revolution. Suddenly, Microsoft wasn't just following trends, it was creating them. Today, the company is once again shaping the future, from AI-powered office tools to innovations in mixed reality and quantum computing, showing the world that reinvention is not only possible but essential for survival in tech's fast-changing landscape. In a way, Microsoft had come full circle, from empowering the PC revolution to now driving the AI revolution. Today, it's worth over $3 trillion, competing head-to-head with Apple as one of the most valuable companies on the planet. And it all began with two friends, a vision, and a bit of luck. From school computer rooms to global dominance, Microsoft's journey is one of bold ideas, second chances, and relentless innovation. It's a story that reminds us, sometimes the biggest revolutions start with the smallest code. So, what do you think? Which great company should we cover next? Drop your suggestion in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss the next big story. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.